Alright, so welcome back. Hoping you're having a fabulous day here today. As you guys all know, December was a great month for Grand Cross entirely. Literally the release and reveal of guess who? Yes, Trillion Meliodas. No, it was Purgatory, calm down. Now, we also before that had the one, the only Escanor. Ultimate Escanor released in November, but guess what? It lasted all of December. So today, we're checking out how NETMARBLE did in December. How good was it? I covered November. I told you day popped off. November was mainly covering like 1 week of Escanor and like 99% of guess what? Shield Hero. Shield Hero was November, which actually did like numbers for NETMARBLE in comparison to like, this. It did numbers, but this did numbers, double the numbers, right? Today we're going to talk about it, show it to you. They did genuinely well. So this is 3 months in a row they popped off on revenue, which is pretty shocking, but damn. So first up, pulling up my video over here that I recorded basically, I think like a month and a half ago. We recorded this, I think in like end of November, but I have no idea. Maybe early, like first week December, first few days of December. But it was November's revenue, right? With November's revenue, this is again counting like a few days of JP only, Escanor, and a lot of Shield Hero. So mainly the numbers are Shield Hero. So with it, we had the patch notes I showed you. Shield Hero released the 31st, which elapsed the money into November. That's how that went. And then again, this was basically out already on JP. Basically also apparently out on Global. Or, no, it's not on Global. It's because I was recording it on Global afterwards, right? But yes, we had it over here. So Korea did 500,000. And then the other version of Korea, so again, the Android version, 500,000. iOS version, 200,000. Not bad. It's pretty damn good. The global version over here, 2 million. Don't listen to 2K. It was bugged. But it was 2 million. $2 freaking million dollars is pretty nuts for the game, again, for a collaboration. 2 million again, so that's 4 million raked in right there, which is pretty kind of good. JP did 3 million and then 1 million. Okay, keep in mind that JP mainly was, again, the revenue for Escanor, because like it's already 1 week into the Shield Hero collab, so I can't really count that. It was mainly Escanor's revenue, so that's what that was, right? Then again, if you did the overall revenue, that's where it ranked over here. Then if we did over here the grossing revenue of like combined estimate, it was 10 million. Yeah, again, it's obviously could be 11 million, could be 12 million, 13 million, but they only do it in 10 million, 15 million, 20 million increments. It obviously didn't reach 15 million, so they didn't update that, but it was 10 million, which is pretty damn good, right? This time, in comparison, so we'll start with this one, right? We'll start with this one and work our way right. First, JP did 4 million. The usual is 2 million to 3 million. They popped off this month and did 4 freaking million, which is nuts. Realize that now? This is like almost all of Escanor except the first few days, and basically part of the first few days of Meli. That's all this was. And they did 4 freaking million, which is nuts, okay? 1 million over here, but again, we can't tell if it elapses over to 2 million. Could be like 1.8, 1.9, but they don't track that perfectly and tell us exactly what it was, which is again an L, but still. For the KR version, they did 600 and 300. Before they did 200 and 500, so around the same. They just did a little bit extra. Again, can't tell if they went up to 700 or 400. Can't tell, but that's where that basically is. KR did all right. Just again, KR doesn't do that much. That's what it is. It's like the first version, but it's like it's a smaller player base. That's why, right? Then over here for global, I don't have global open. What the hell? 7DS, but 7 Deadly Sins, is that it? 7 Deadly, there we go. 7 Deadly Sins. 3 million. Yes, they did 3 million over here, and then 2 million on the iOS version, which is still very damn good in comparison to over here what they originally did, which I have pulled up here. They did pretty good. So global over here, 2 million and 2 million. Here they did 3 million, and potentially that's pushing 3 million also, we can't tell. Again, this was like flat 2 million just because it wasn't like too hyped. Shield Hero for global, we really didn't care, apparently. But 3 million and 2 million was damn good. The downloads, I think, are those accurate or the same? So this is 200,000, this is 50,000. This one over here is basically 60,000, but it's basically the same. Again, they don't track it unless it elapses to 300,000. It didn't, so, they're not going to track that, which, again, doesn't give you too detailed specific stats. But still, 3 million, it's significantly better. You can see the revenue of how much they did, so how much Escanor really affected the game. Listen, I think that the most, like, whales I've seen with a 6-6 Ultimate is for Escanor. I think that's the one unit in the game. I can guarantee you people just 6-6. They tried their best. They went all in. The banner was great. Following that, you had the best banner ever, so I also understand why, like, next month is going to have great revenue. So that means that they had three months in a row of just outstanding revenue. A collab, a festival, with 3 just stellar months of revenue. That's like shocking to believe, because NETMARBLE goes 1 month great, and then 1 month just tanked. They just tank, okay? Freya was a tank month. They didn't do much. They barely cracked 2 million, barely cracked 2 million. JP had like 1 million, 2 million. That's it. This is 4, 3, 2, 3. It's like, dude, it's nuts for them, right? So keep that in mind. But again, going back to this website over here, which it's not much of a difference we can kind of get here. But it was 10 million, again, as they did there. 44% of that came from Japan, being 5 million plus. And also, it is worth noting that apparently, if my information is correct here, I think that Escanor did more money than Liz did when Liz released, right? And Liz is JP's favorite unit. So somehow, Escanor said, hey, screw half of you. I am the better unit than Liz and will ever be. Boom, and then made more money. So realize that now that, again, JP loves Liz. They love Liz. Say anything bad about Liz to JP, oh, no, you just messed up. But guess what? Escanor, he's the one. He's just the dude. He can do that. He got away with it. He did more revenue. That's crazy. He did do more revenue. Yeah. Then we have 25% over here being 2 million from just the United States. Again, could be more. We don't really know. It's saying 25% of that's like what, 2.5. But then there's the rest of the percentages in other areas of how they're doing. Basically, it looks like the following ones are South Korea, France, and then Germany. But yeah, that's where it currently looks like the money is coming from. But I just have to say, they did great. Escanor literally carried the game on his back. He said, hey, I am the ultimate one. I'm going to make insane revenue. I want to see if Meli actually does compare, or who actually was the better one. But yeah, let me know what you think about all of this. Does it actually, you care for it? You're like, damn, that is pretty crazy. Over here, they kind of did pretty good. Again, 7 Deadly Sins is like their #1 ranking game. So keep that in mind. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. But we'll see what happens when Origin releases. That is something that they're putting so much effort into, and they're most likely going to make their main game. But hey, we'll see how it does moving forward. We do have Ragnarok this month, which Ragnarok never has good sales, so we'll see how that kind of handles up. But February is going to be a festival. Festival DN wasn't too great revenue, so that month will also be pretty lackluster in comparison to these three. But damn, the collabs are, this is why a reason, and this is a main reason, they're most likely going to return to 4-unit collaborations, because Shield Hero stomped that of Slime, or ReZero. I think I covered ReZero, right? And ReZero didn't have much. It was, in comparison to this, I think that Shield Hero was just much more hyped. It is a little bit skewed because few days of Escanor are in there, but overall, they still did damn great. Keep that in mind. They did damn great for a collab. So with that being said, that's all I wanted to share with you here today, just to show you all of this, which is pretty cool. Again, I'll update this one more time for Meli. I won't update Ragnarok. I'll make like a screenshot of Ragnarok's time and then maybe update you afterwards. But I don't know if Ragnarok's going to do too great. I don't know. If it's Freya, game-breaking revenue, where they're going to probably have the most revenue they've ever had. KR will officially reach 1 million in the first time in forever. I don't even know when the last time KR hit 1 million, but they'll hit 1 million. For Freya, they'll hit 1 million. With that being said, thank you again for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Have fun, stay safe. That's it for me. But again, that's the revenue for Escanor, and I think who released after Escanor? Valenti. Valenti was an L banner. Don't even start me now. Nobody summoned for Valenti, so all that revenue was purely Escanor. If they released like a better Christmas unit, it was like a bigger waifu that people wanted, like let's say it was Camilla, oh yeah, the revenue would be like double, 100%. But it wasn't. It was Valenti, which most people did not summon for, which in turn left the revenue a little less than it could have been. Still, they did pretty good. So if it wasn't Valenti, probably more, but it's fine. They did fine still.